Recording.
See? So just know if you were in a class and your teacher does not know how to give you the ability to record, you're going to say, please just go to participants, and you're going to see my name, and you just kind of wave your mouse over my name to the right. You're going to see 3 dots. That's all you have to do is click on it, and it's going to say make a host.
Is there a way to check? Oh, sorry.
What was that?
I was just going to ask, is there a way to check to make sure you're recording? Because I'm always so paranoid about that sort of thing.
It said recording started.
Okay.
There's probably a command. Visually, there is a command. There's got to be. Insert T. Listen to where you're at first.
I was Zoom.
Okay, you are on Zoom. Insert tab to see if it will tell you you're recording.
Chat messages capture only Zoom. Please request recording permission from the meeting host.
Yeah. See?
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Yeah. I know. There's always a way. And see, no one's ever asked me that question before, but it goes back to. I'm
just paranoid about everything, so I always like to make triple sure that I'm doing the right thing.
Totally agree. Totally agree. And so the bottom line is, that's the reason why you learned a whole bunch of commands, even though you've never done something. It's just kind of using common sense. You're like, yes. Okay, what can I do? And insert T, insert tab. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to your run dialog box and type in percent. You got it. You said 10%.
Yes.
And hit enter. Or just down arrow. You don't have to retype this. Just down arrow. As soon as you type it, see?
Oh, okay.
So once you start putting a whole bunch of path names in here, you cannot delete what you are actively using. So most of the time you're going to have ARIA debugs left over because that has to do with JAWS.
Okay.
So now, let me tell you what's going to happen first. You Control A and you Shift Delete to permanently remove. And you're always going to get a dialog box that says, you cannot do this with blah, 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 blah. What do you want to do? And we check the box, Alt A, to say, do all of this for the next set. So we do Alt A and then Alt S to just skip it. Because if you try to retry, you're just going to constantly get the box up.
Okay, that's what I did before. I'm just so nervous that I'm going to get rid of my stuff. Okay, so Control A and then Shift Delete.
Yep, Shift Delete. If you insert tab, it will force JAWS to talk.
Okay, well, it's still not talking. For some reason, I don't know why, but JAWS just doesn't like to speak. Okay, here we go. So it's
so Alt plus Y. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah, you have an incredible amount of garbage. File and use. Now just doing Alt A, Alt S.
Alt A.
Okay. And of course, go ahead, hush mode. So let me explain this so it makes you feel a little bit more comfortable. It's like walking through your house and you have dirt on the bottom of your shoes and you leave dirt. And this is in your app data local temp. These are just temporary files. So every time you open something, just picture yourself walking through your house with dirt on your shoes. And then of course, a couple times a week, you run the vacuum and you suck up the dirt. And of course, it makes your house smell better and you don't have any crap under your bare feet anymore. That's pretty much what this is doing, okay? These are just temporary folders, and the more clogged they get, the slower your network, the more sluggish your computer. Because, if you never cleaned your house, you never put away the books that you brought out, it's going to be harder to move through. So that's how you can kind of think of this, okay?
Awesome.
Alt F4, here we go.
Zoom, please request recording permission. Media controls to move the press zero keys.
Ready.
Okay, you still have the dialog box open that says, please request host, blah, blah, blah. Because at any time you do Alt R, it's going to tell you can't do it. So just sit on your Alt and tap to that dialog box.
Text switching.
Yeah, right there. Let go.
Zoom, please request recording permission from the meeting host.
Yeah.
And then
So yeah, please request. I already knew that as soon as I told you. I just realized, oh, and I immediately did that. But so you just need to say enter on OK on that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So let's talk about pivot tables. You have many options here. And just let's move through all your pages first, okay? And this is called Excel, as you know, it's called a book. And within that book, you have lots of sheets. And to move through your sheets, you shift, control, up and down arrow based on where you're at. So go ahead and just quickly move through.
Yep, I explored a little bit of the
Questions.
before, so I know a little bit what it is. Usually showing starts with the index, and then there's like the questions and things like that, and then it's finally the data.
That is. So do you understand the concept of what a pivot table is?
I think so. So if I'm not mistaken, what you can do is take a large, really large table like this, put it all into like a pivot table, and then what you can do is make a bunch of smaller tables. So, well, not a bunch, but like you can make smaller tables, like you can select what data to put in a table, and you can compare data like more easily that way.
Yep. And you can make as many new sheets as you want to. You could spend a nauseating amount of time breaking this table down. He's giving you some significant questions to deal with. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you all your options, and it's just going to take you a little time to do it. You already have great concept development. You get this. So the first thing you need to do, though, is Control Home on your data to get to A1. Great. Now, I'm not hearing all the feedback that you should be, and you've restricted your JAWS so much. Change voice profiles right off. Yeah, I'm not sure you're going to be able to do this with as restricted as your JAWS is.
In terms of
change your voice profile?
No, I'm not sure.
Insert Control S. Insert Control S. Sorry. Yeah, just say I don't know how to do that. Insert Control S.
Oh shoot. Sorry, hang on. It's
That's
hard
okay.
to get all these keyboard strokes, like the right fingers and all that stuff. Insert Control.
So I want
the data analysis.
Well, that's the default. Tab 2 for Excel, and then let me tell you why. Because if you're working in something, like the best way is Spanish is really a great way. So the kids will be Spanish in Word and everything will be Spanish. But then it will be a question like go look up whatever. And so if they keep the default, then they can open, their browser, do the search on whatever information they need to find it quickly at the speed of JAWS that they prefer. Find the information, copy it, and then Alt-Tab back to Word, and it automatically flips back to Spanish. Well, when you have to do something like that in Excel, you may need to flip off. I don't know, maybe you get a notification. You want to go answer the notification. Then it will flip back to the regular voice profile. Okay?
Okay.
So you keep your default at Eloquence. Now you're for Excel, so you can do your data entry. You can do first letter navigation. So I think once again, my brain can't even remember. I think you named it data something, didn't you? D?
Yeah, I named it data analysis.
Okay, there you go. D for data analysis, or you can down arrow, either way. Perfect. And now once you hit enter on that, it's automatically going to switch to your slower voice profile.
Oh,
enter.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear. That's what I wanted to hear. That voice.
Oh, sorry, it did that. I just shushed it up real fast.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Okay, so that voice profile, but you just realize you can go back to your voice profile and adjust that again, and I'm just going to put it in the recording because I don't think we did the recording on that. Insert J, and you go down, you're on your options, down to voices, on voice adjustment, hit enter. And then, of course, you're going to, right off the bat, if it says eloquence, you need to hit D for data analysis. And then you can Alt-V to your voice, Tab to your rate, and then you can down arrow and tweak your voice adjustment. And then and then you can just apply it to data analysis. So you do an Alt-A instead of an Alt-S. Because when you do Alt-S, that saves us, it's looking for a different voice profile, okay?
Okay.
Now, as you heard, you cannot select or 1 or 2. You have to actually go down to 3. There's several steps as a screen reader user that you're going to have to take, like labeling your names, because if you go down into your table and it says, you know, what county or what's your total population, well, as you move across, all you're going to hear is numbers. And there is a command that you will be able to give to tell you what your rows are.
Yes, so I actually know 2 ways of doing that. I know the way that sets it for all, like everyone who views the file, and then I know the way to do it in JAWS. Which one would you prefer?
Okay, so go ahead and go to state. I want to see if we're talking about the same thing. Okay. Go ahead and label B3.
State B3.
And label it. So if I want to do it with JAWS, I use Ctrl Alt R, and yeah, I'll insert Ctrl Alt R, I think, and then for columns I do insert Ctrl Alt C. But then if I want to label it for the whole thing, I go into the name dialog and then enter the beginning of the table and the end of the table. And what that does is it labels it for everything, and it sets that specific table range.
Did you do that already?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
So, like, which one would you prefer is my question.
Well, it's what works for you. Okay, because I have a slightly different way that only just labels the name of it. So like if you wanted this to be 1, you just do insert Shift 1, and it would immediately label state for you, and that'd be it.
Oh, so like you just want that specific cell named.
Well, because when you're one of your questions, hold on, I can open mine at the same time so you don't have to keep flipping back and forth. Where is my Excel sheet? Okay, hold on. Let me get my Excel sheet into focus. Because it's oh, hold on, I need to go to the question. Sorry, getting my brain. Okay, so it says, which county in Illinois has the 3rd highest income per capita? Now, okay, I know where to start. Okay, that's an in general question. So you don't have to go through and label every single one of your items, but you will once you copy out all of Illinois and make another sheet. And as the directions said, you need to, each question should have its own tab containing at least 1 pivot table. And I believe what he means is sheet, because of course most sighted people look at those as tabs, you know, index, ID, questions, data. So you need to have your own sheet, and all of Illinois is going to be in there. And so what you can do is once you copy out Illinois, make your new sheet and paste it into there. Or the other way is you select it, Alt-N to insert V is pivot table. And then it asks you how you want to go about doing this. So there's different ways to do this. I'm going to show you the different ways. And then you pick what's going to work best for you. Okay?
All right.
It's so much. Oh my gosh, so much to show you. Okay, so the first question is, which county in Illinois has the 3rd highest income per capita? You can, I would tell you, find command is going to be the fastest way to find Illinois. You could down arrow, you can't do first letter navigation or anything like that, because then you're going to destroy your data that way.
Just a quick thing. I'm wondering if, so my assignment for this sheet isn't to answer the questions, it's to like write directions for how to use pivot tables with JAWS with Excel. So I just want to like make sure that that's like the directive of this lesson is it doesn't matter if I answer any of these questions. It's just like how to make pivot tables, how to use them. That's what I need to know for this.
Oh, excellent. Okay. Well, this is a totally different assignment then. Okay, so we're just going to hit all the commands. So I do want you to label it. Actually, do it your way first because once again, not feeling well, not connecting how you're thinking of doing it, because I want to see if the way you do it is going to be enough. So what are you going to do first?
So I'm going to probably label this as the row. So set this as the row column label.
Set row title column range to B.
Okay.
County C3. Alabama B4. Autonomous C4. 55,221 B4.
Okay, but here's my question. How are you going to get that to read to you?
55,200.
How are you going to get your label to read to you once you're down inside your data?
So it does that. Hang on, let me see. Let me just, sorry, let me make, I accidentally pressed the wrong one. I did row headings instead of column headings. Okay, so let me see here.
Set column title row range to 3.
Okay.
And what command did you use to set that?
Insert Control Alt C. So now if I go down,
Alabama,
I see the state, and then if I go over here, I see men, women, Hispanic, like the different things. So both of those are labeled by state and by like the different columns.
Okay, you did, what was the command you just did again?
Insert Control Alt R and insert Control Alt C.
Insert Control Alt R and insert Control Alt what?
C for columns.
C.
Yes, C as in cider.
Okay. That does sound familiar. Like I said, that's what I was not practicing. So, okay. Okay, so let's just, okay, since you have to do this, let's say you're analyzing the whole table. And when you were in row 1, it told you you cannot select blah, 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 whatever. So to get back to the top really quickly, Control Home, get back to the top. Went down to number 3. Okay, to select all the way to the end and to the bottom, you Control Shift End. Control Shift End, and it will select just your data.
Oh shoot, I'm sorry.
That's fine. Control Home.
I did Control Shift Paste down instead. Okay.
That's okay. Control Home. Get to where you need to be first. Down to number 3. Okay. Control Shift End. Beautiful.
I hit Control Shift End, but it's not saying anything. Does it?
Okay. It did it exceptionally, beautifully, perfectly well. Okay.
Weird. I would have expected it to say something.
Yeah, it should have. Your JAWS is really restricted. Mine says all selected. Okay. Now I am going to tell you it could be a Zoom hiccup. I have noticed Zoom negatively impacts JAWS. So
yeah, because mine always says it always says selected. Like I don't think I have anything restricted on my JAWS other than like the keyboard echo and the word echo.
Okay. You're restricting your typing echo is pretty significant, but what you're going to do is, my guess is it's a Zoom negative impact thing. So it would have said selected. If you wanted to select the column, you would have Control Shift down arrow. Let's say you were on B and you wanted to select just population, or let's say population, you Control Shift down arrow, it would select just that column. If you wanted to select a row, you would Control Shift right arrow and it would select the row perfectly.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so those are your commands on that. Now, I want you to hit your applications key, and Q is analysis. So we're just going to analyze this whole table right now. So applications key.
I did that.
And your analysis is not picking up. I'm wondering if your column A hates it. So we need to restrict even more I want to figure out why your analysis is not coming up. Go ahead and hit escape out of there. Control. Go ahead and control home. Okay, down, right arrow to state. We're just going to get rid of your census ID. I need you on B3.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, I want you to Control Shift and applications.
That works. Applications Q.
And why are you not, you're not coming up with your analysis? Hold on, let me look at my page. And
sometimes my applications key has been kind of weird though, so let me just. Okay, oh yeah, it's unavailable.
Yeah, it should be. I know. There's your quick analysis, which is what you need. Okay, let me find out why that's not. Hold on. Control Shift and applications key Q. Perfect. Why is yours not doing that? Hold on.
What does the quick analysis do for you?
What was that?
What does the quick analysis do for you?
It will analyze, it will give you every type of feature possible on what to analyze in this. I mean, everything that you need. It's so massive. It's incredibly, phenomenally fantastic. Hold on, I got to figure out why that's not doing it. Just let me do it again. Okay, let me see if I can do it with a census ID. So I'm Control Shift N, applications key Q, perfect. Rock'em a suck'em a rattle a trappin'. Hit escape. We got to figure out why your quick analysis is not working because you've got to do it. Okay, control home.
Can I try selecting it in a different way?
Can you do what?
Could I try selecting it in a slightly different way?
Absolutely, absolutely. Oh, are you doing it with Control A?
No. Okay, there we go.
Okay, so you just did Control Shift down arrow right arrow, right?
Yes.
Yeah, same thing. That's identically the same thing as Control Shift N.
Yeah, let me just see.
Nope.
Dang it, I don't know
Okay,
why.
hit escape. I got an idea. But even with JAWS on it, did it. But I'm going to tell you, Zoom is negatively impacting this. I want you to do insert 3 for bypass key through and try it. Did you hit F3?
I did insert F3, I'm sorry.
Okay. Try
Okay.
insert 3.
Okay.
Now try applications key Q to quick analysis. Shoot. Okay.
Well, I don't think I have anything selected. Oh, yeah,
Turn off your JAWS.
Okay.
Be very careful because it keeps everything selected. Yep. Okay. Now, applications key. No. Shoot, what is up with your book? Did you say, oh, I know why. You didn't save it. It's read only. Hit escape.
Oh, okay. Let me turn JAWS back on.
Oh my gosh, I know. Problem solving. Reckon a second around trapping. I know. See, it's the easiest thing.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you, typically you want to go to your desktop before you start them because if a page is open, it does kind of make them mad.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. Yeah. Especially if you're in a browser. So I'm going to just tell you, in general, go to your desktop before you start them. Okay, insert T, listen to where you're at.
Oh, wait, no, I do want work. Yes, okay.
Shelf overview items, box, financial accessibility. Shelf overview items, box, accessibility testing, 7/14, accessibility testing.
Yes, that's what I want.
Shell folder view item 2. Copy of PC starting W. B select save as dialog. Confirm save as dialog. Copy of PC starting W. B select already exists. Do you want to replace it? No button to activate. Press space bar.
Yeah.
No button to activate.
Yeah, I think I did it before. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Sorry about that. I should have
Yeah, I know. It's always the easiest little thing, and you're like,
honestly. Let's
Okay.
try this thing again.
Sensitive A3.
So do I want to start from A3 or B3?
you can do it from A3 because you one of the questions may be, what's the census ID of blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now applications key and Q to quick analyze. Oh no! Okay, I want you to close your book. I want you to close the whole thing.
Okay.
It's not making sense why that quick analysis is not coming up. Okay, now open it again. Because it.
Item view list box. Item view list box. To move item press the arrow key. Item view port 18 of 20. Shell folder view item view list box. Financial. Shell folder view accessibility testing. Shell folder view item. Copy of features companion work with macro file by copy of PC starting W. B select 3 of 16. Copy of sensitivity exercises by copy of PC starting W. B
Okay,
select
wait,
3 of
now I
16.
forget what it's called. Hang on.
Yep, it was.
Copy of BC starting. Okay, it's that one. Okay.
Yep.
I thought so.
And
But I'm like, okay, I really don't want
An
to.
easier way would have been to open Excel and tab to the first one.
Okay.
Okay, applications key.
Please, please.
No, and your insert pivot table is not working either. Hit escape. Let's find out what's going on. Okay, just down arrow. We won't select as much data right now because I got to figure out why it's being a poo head. I want you to Control Shift right arrow and just down arrow like 3 times. We're just going to do a few states in Alabama.
Control
Control
Shift.
Shift right arrow select row. Keep
And then
holding
down
Control
arrow.
Shift down arrow.
Select B4, Alabama 27.10.
Okay, and now applications key.
Key menu to move items press down arrow key.
Oh my gosh! Escape. Oh my gosh.
For
Let's
some
see if your
reason, I
insert
think
pivot table option is there. Alt N to insert.
Upper ribbon insert tab to switch pages. Press Control plus tab.
Oh! You don't even have to insert pivot. If you tab, you're going to hear pivot table unavailable.
Insert table, pivot table button available to move related controls on this ribbon.
that's so strange. Okay, I think maybe because when I tried to mess around a little bit with pivot tables with this as well, and I wasn't able to make a pivot table out of the whole thing. I was only able to make like a partial pivot table.
But I could. I could make a pivot table out of the whole thing.
It's so weird. I wonder, what if I copied this data? I don't think there's any equations in this, and pasted it into a new book.
Okay, you need your labels. You don't have any of your labels selected. You've got to have your labels selected. So go to A3.
For cell, A11. Sensitive A3.
Now Control Shift N to select everything.
Select A3, sensitive A3.
And Control Shift, yeah. And copy, and then just do a Control N, and let's see if that is what's restricting us. There.
All right, let's take a look.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, and now paste.
You can't paste this here because the copy area and paste area are the same size. Select just one cell in the paste area that's the same size and try pasting it in. OK button to activate. Press space bar.
Okay.
I know.
Hit OK. I got an idea. Hit OK. Just do a Control A and then paste in it. You're selecting the whole sheet. Control A and now paste.
You can't paste this here because the copy area and paste area are the same size. Select just one cell in the paste area that's the same size and try pasting it in. OK button to activate. Press space bar.
What?
What
I wonder
is
why it's working for you and not for me.
going on with? Okay, hit spacebar on OK. Okay, Alt Tab back. This is just making me mad now. Because you've got to get the feel of this. And if this is a Zoom issue, then you'll still be able to do it. Okay, down arrow to just 6. We're going to analyze just Alabama County, Barber County. Yeah, just down arrow.
1003 A5.
Okay, Control Shift right arrow just to select just this, and we're going to analyze just this row.
Select A5, 1003 A5, 7.50.
Applications key, can you do quick analysis on this?
Menu to move items press up or down arrow key.
No! Oh my gosh!
I have no idea.
Deal with your, okay. Okay, Control Shift right arrow, applications key, Q, quick analysis, perfect! It works on everything. What?
Maybe
is-
could you, I have no idea why it wouldn't work. I don't know if it's this file issue or if it's, could you, because I sent you the same exact file that you
Yeah,
sent.
let me send it back.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is we should try.
Yeah, this is, okay, close all of this.
No button to activate. Press spacebar. Alt plus N.
Yeah, no, never save all your, yeah, this is ridiculous. Oh my gosh, this is,
Yeah, I know, this
Yeah,
is kind of upsetting.
it's hard to teach when nothing's working. Let's
Okay.
go to C to compose, and you are Anna.
I will open my
Sheet, and then let me just.
Level dialog. Level 1. Inbox folder 41.
Oh my gosh! Oh my god! Are you using? It shouldn't matter, but are you using 365?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't know.
And I'm using JAWS 2020, so it can't be a JAWS issue unless it's an everyone JAWS issue.
No, unless it's a Zoom issue. And if you can't do this again, we're going to hang up on Zoom and connect in Skype, if that's what's restricting you.
Okay, we will see, I
That
suppose.
is weird.
Did you send it, just out of curiosity?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hit F9, refresh your Outlook.
Successfully cancel all buttons. Activate. Press spacebar. Alt plus C.
Okay, let's see.
Top of 5. Cancel all button. 82%.
Hello.
And I'll send you.
Add a medium near background gift diagram present. Top of 5 from Pandora. Subject. Add a medium near background gift diagram. Red. Spicy laundry. Police car resolving my work. Bold like red agent. Top of 5 from spicy laundry. Subject. Police car resolving my work. ESPN 1 size. Yes. Top of 5 from ESPN. Subject 1 size. Red. National Federation of the.
Oh, okay, now I got one from you, I think.
Red. Attachment. TR Robinson.
There you go. There you go. Enter and shift tab once. Enter and open. Just make it easy. Just enter and open it.
I hit enter. Here we go.
Opening
There
cell.
you go. It's huge.
Okay, so it's in.
F6. F6 immediately to enable editing.
Gotcha.
Tab. No. You did. It's F6 and tab once.
Yeah, I did that. Let me go back. Hang on. Okay, now my jaw's
Okay. F6 once, tab once.
F6.
Okay, hit escape. Hit escape. Let's start this over. Okay.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I don't know why it's
You
not doing
have
it.
to hit F6 one time and tab one time. So F6
Okay,
one
I'm
time.
hitting F6 right now.
Tab. Yeah, there you go.
I don't know. I swear I didn't hit anything. It's, I don't know why. Okay.
Okay. Ready?
Please work. Yes. Okay. So I want A3 to the end, right?
Control Shift and
Application.
Q. Yes. Something was wrong with your book. Okay.
No idea.
Now we're moving. Now you're literally telling it, and you've got this is extensive. So you're on your formatting tab right now, and we're going to go through each one of these because based on questions, you have to pick what type of analysis that you want to do. So this is the formatting option. So tab in. So you could set it up with data bars. Go ahead and keep moving. Oh, sorry. You need a right arrow. Tab back down to your options. Right arrow until it repeats. Going. And back. And once you get to the repeating, you can tab to your next option. Okay. Now formatting, I guess I right arrowed, I think you can also control tab though, but right arrow. Okay, here's your charts, so tab. Oh, tab did your totals. Okay, so you do have to, okay, so left arrow back to charts. You are gonna have to down arrow into the down arrow.
Nothing happened when I hit down arrow.
Oh, it may not give you an insert chart option. Maybe you don't have one on that because you're doing it so big. I'll check that on mine. Anyway, go ahead and right arrow to your totals.
Total tab. To switch pages, press Control plus tab.
Down arrow into your options.
It's also not saying.
Okay, it is tab. It's got to be tab. Tab.
Table sum button navigated left and
Yeah,
right.
it is tab. Okay, we'll go
Okay.
back to charts and do that again. So sum, right arrow, go through all your options here.
Average button navigated left and right. Up and down arrow keys. Down button
It's
navigated
like
left and
one
right.
of them is, you know, pick your average, tell the total.
The total button
Okay.
navigated left. Up and down arrow key. Running total button navigated left and right. Up and down arrow
Yeah.
keys.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So now you should be able to Control Tab to your next option. Yes. Beautiful. And if you
Yes, and I didn't hear what it said. What was this option?
into your data also.
Okay.
Yeah. So and then it said table, so you can set up what type of table you want, and then
Table
go
button
ahead
navigated.
and a blank pivot table. Okay. And this is just one option. I've got so many more to show you. Control Tab to your next one is called Spark Lines.
Line button navigated left and right. Up and down arrow keys.
Line.
This is just the different tables too. You've got your line. If you right arrow, you can do column. You can do win-loss. So go ahead and right arrow. Listen through those also.
Column button navigated. Win/loss button.
Okay.
I'm going to have you pick one of these. Now remember, you have, oh shoot, oh you know what, this is read-only. You forgot to save this also. So there must be something in that other table that is, and maybe it's like a no format, I don't know. But you did not save this, and you'll notice we were able to go through your analysis, okay?
I have no idea because I swear I opened that file and that's the one that I had sent to you.
Yeah, and when I opened it, I actually think I had a similar problem with it. And then, of course, the way I get around that is to do save as my own copy. And then, of course, when I did that, I've been able to do absolutely everything with the Anna pivot table. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be your trick. I know you did a save as, but you kept it the same name. I don't know. There's something that just locked it up.
The name, it would be different. All right.
Yeah. The point is, I knew that you should be able to go to quick analysis, create. You couldn't insert pivot tables. You couldn't do anything. So there's obviously something that's restricting that, and that was whatever it was in the sheet. Okay. So you just rename it, make it your own, and whatnot.
Gotcha.
Okay. So I want to just show you part of this, and we'll select out like a few states and we'll make pivot tables because there's so many options to show you. Let's go ahead and Control Tab. I'm trying to think of what we want to do here. Control Tab to formatting chart. You know what?
Right, up and down arrow keys.
Yeah, let's make data bars. Why not? Because I need to show you what it's going to happen is whenever you go to a quick analysis, it's going to ask you, do you want to open this in a new worksheet? Yeah, because that's what all the questions are. It says you need to make a new tab. What he's saying is you need to make a new sheet with that specific data in it, okay?
Okay, wait, so is this making pivot tables though, or is this something else?
No, these are all your pivot table options. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay. So this is like, okay, because I thought you needed to go to insert pivot table.
We are going to go that way, but you have to remember, you are analyzing all your data. Does that make sense? So this is already a pivot table. This data sheet is already a pivot table, and you are analyzing this pivot table. Does that make sense?
Yes, I think, but I didn't make it into a pivot table.
You have not. You are analyzing this pivot table. So we'll go through. So hit escape, and I'm gonna. Well, no. I don't want you to hit escape. Hit enter. You're gonna see. Hit enter. Just hit enter.
Select A4 1001 AK 27.10.
And nothing happened. Control home.
Okay.
I don't know why. It could be the, oh, I know. Read only. F12, please. Please make a copy. F12.
Save as dialog.
Make your own copy.
Table
Yeah, copy of Anna pivot table is good enough. And just save it here. Just in and out. Don't go through all that folder all. We're going to run out of time. Just all S. Okay, so go ahead and just down arrow. I'm going to, because I've got so much to show you. You already know the analysis. Down arrow to 4.
1001 A4 contains data
Okay, I want you to shift down arrow 3 times and then control shift and to select those 3 columns.
select 1000 select 1007
And now hit your control shift and to select those. I mean, right arrow, sorry, right arrow.
I was like, are you sure?
select A4
Yeah, that's right. Remember, I'm not feeling well. You always question everything. Oh, we forgot to select the headings, but oh well. Just, yeah, I need to show you how to do this. Okay, Alt-N to insert, and it's V to
It's
pivot
what for
table.
pivot table?
Yeah, V. Or tab one time if you forget V. Yeah, and so it basically says create your own pivot table. What do you want to do? Do you want to do it in this sheet, or do you want a new sheet or whatever? But it says select a table range. Well, what's nice about you selecting is it tells you data, exclamation mark, $, A, $3, colon, $A, K, $7. Yes, that's how you write what you're selecting. Continue to tab, and you're going to hear what do you want to do? Do you want to do a new worksheet or an existing worksheet? Tab.
So I want a
He
new.
asked, yeah, he said, make a new one, and that's what you're going to do. And it's the default, which is really nice. So once you select it and this opens, truly, all you'll have to do is hit enter. But tab through. Well, no, he wants you to make a separate one. So once again, just tab to OK. And space bar. Excellent. Okay, so let me tell you what occurred. So you have a new pivot table open. Your cursor is in A3. It is a huge blank document. And basically, your navigation pane to the right has opened up. And it's basically asking you, well, what do you want to put in this? So you have to F6 to your pivot table fields. F6. Did it say pivot table fields?
I think it just did right now.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, typically it takes twice. Okay, here we
yeah.
are.
I was like, wait, what? And I put it twice. Okay.
Okay, yeah. And it's always been twice, so that's but be careful because we know computers do updates and you're just listening for your pivot table fields. So here you could go ahead and search for something, but it's much faster to tab one time right to your checkboxes. It's just so whipping easy. Tab. Okay, so I would say down arrow, we probably want to do state because most of the questions are pick a state and something, okay? So we're going to do state, and how about we down arrow maybe total population. Let's do that one.
About the counties too, right?
Well, some of the, what I'm telling you is, we're just showing you all the options.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. We're just making up stuff. Now, what's so cool about this is every label that you had in that ginormous data table you had. You're literally going down. As you check those boxes to the left, they are automatically, and it makes me cry, this is just so cool. I mean, it's just so cool. So to the left, every time you check a box, they are automatically inserting it into your sheet.
Perfect, okay.
Oh yeah, so we're just playing with this. You're gonna go back after, you're gonna listen to this recording, and you are just gonna play around with this so you get so comfortable with it. So down arrow, let's just go to, I don't know, just do a couple more. Just down arrow, pick a couple more.
How about men and women?
Yep, that's probably really good. Okay, anyway, you already know all your other labels are there. They're ginormous. So you can go ahead and control space, C to close your pivot tables, or you can leave them open.
So then I do, so then can I
You can do
F6
Control
back?
Space C to close, or you can hit Escape to get out, but you have to realize your pivot table fields are still open, which you may want. Anyway, here it is, incredibly cool, down arrow, and listen to this really whipping cool blah, 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 blah.
All right, let me see.
Alabama A4, column header. 299,800, sum of total pop, B3, column header. 299,878, B4. 55,000, 28,004, 151,000, sum of women, G3, column header.
Isn't that cool?
So it says sum of women. Does that mean
Some
that?
of women. Yeah, but down arrow for the grand total. You have to remember, this is in your county, Baldwin County.
Yep, gotcha.
Yeah, and there's the grand total of all the counties.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, so now let's take it one more, because I think in Illinois the question was, so I need to show you the sort command. Oh my gosh, I have so many things. Okay, first of all, this is called sheet 6. So let's start with the easiest stuff. You have to rename it, because of course you cannot leave it sheet 6. You'll get mucked off. I'm going to show you the longer way first, because you may not at first remember all these commands. But to rename it, you're going to do Alt-H-O-R. I don't want you to do it that fast. We're going to take it a little bit longer. Do Alt-H so you can your home. O is format. Okay, you did that way too fast. Okay, you're on sheet 1, so Alabama County. Just name it Alabama. This is Alabama data. Okay, and hit Enter to solidify the name.
Sorry, if I don't hit it fast, what my JAWS does sometimes is like if I don't hit it right away, it just doesn't let me hit a letter.
Right. But I want you to show you the format options, because they're massive. So Alt-H-O and then just down arrow, please.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay. So, yeah. Keep going. Auto-fit column width is going to be very essential.
Oh, that's
now this
so
one,
nice. Okay, sorry, yes.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. I forget how to do that. Okay, so it's Alt-H-O. I need to remember that.
Yeah, Alt-H-O-I. Yeah. Oh, well, I'll put these commands in the notes. Okay.
That's so helpful, and I always forget how to do it, and then my Excel tables don't look nice. Okay, thank you.
Right. Auto-fit is essential. Alt-H-O-I. Every kid has that memorized to the nth degree. Down arrow. Now this is significant. There is a command for hide sheets. I forget right now, but there's a command. I think it's Ctrl+9. And so you can actually, like, you can even, yeah, so maybe you want to hide a row or hide a column or whatever. So that's what that is for.
Yeah, I do that using my applications key usually.
Right, but sometimes it's not there.
Oh, okay.
But when it's not there, you'll have the command. Anyway, down arrow. So there's your rename a sheet. If you forget that, down arrow. Okay, you can do that also. Yep, down. Okay. And we have commands for format cells. Anyway, hit escape. So that's probably one of the biggest ones. Alt-H-O is a form, and escape twice and escape again. Okay. So you've basically done, oh my gosh. All right, right there is your huge power. Okay. Now you can select this and analyze it also. Okay. So if you Control Home, down arrow to A3, Control-Shift-N, it will select your table, applications. Control-Shift-N, immediately select.
Control-Shift-N, you said?
End.
Oh, sorry. It's like, all right, awesome.
Okay, and now applications key, Q to analyze. Did not give you that. Yeah, I think it's, for whatever reason, it's selected beyond your table, which I've never seen happen, but hit escape.
So should I do Control-Shift right, Control-Shift down?
Yeah, we're going to try that. Control-Shift right. There you go, perfect, applications key. Yeah, so what's interesting is analysis is not off of here. And I can't remember if I did analysis off of this one, but you've got to be able to do your analysis. Go down to pivot table options. Oh no, that will open your other options open. I bet analysis, you can't select your state maybe? I don't know, hold on. I'm gonna have to play with that. I'm trying to figure out why.
So what are we trying to do here though?
Just analyzing the data, but I think you're, because it just asks what's like the third most high, what's the, yeah.
So if we want to sort something, I've done sorting before, but here's where I get a little bit confused is when I want to sort stuff, right?
Yeah,
It's
let's do it.
sorry. Okay, so
Yeah.
I sort it, but does it sort like, okay, so let's say I want to sort the population.
Yeah,
But
we're
if
gonna
I
do
sort
it.
the population, does it only sort the population or does it sort like the whole thing? So if like 1,100 is the top population,
Right.
does it leave Alabama? Like, does it sort the rest of the columns that go with it so it matches still, or does it just sort
Not the columns, the rows.
Sorry, yes, that's what I
Yeah,
meant.
yeah, because your column headings are going to stay the same. So
Yeah.
hit escape. Let's sort sum total population.
No labels, D9, 148,629.
Okay, so go to B.
Okay.
For cell, blank A2. Row labels A3, no filter, sum of total top, B3, column header.
Okay, and you need to go ahead and select this because you're going to, you know what? Because down arrow, because it gave you the grand total, down arrow to Antigua.
55,221, B5.
Okay, so shift down arrow to, you know, your bib, because you don't want to select your grand total.
Okay, let me see.
Select 299.
No. You selected the grand total at the top and the bottom. You don't want
there's a grand total at the top too?
Yeah. Your grand total is in Alabama at the top. So down arrow once, now shift down arrow 1, 2, 3, 4 times.
Select 26,900. Select 22,604.
Now applications, nope, don't select your grand total. Okay, applications key.
Menu copy to move right, press up down arrow C.
S to sort.
Smallest, largest available S.
Yeah. See, it's not allowing you to do that, which is really interesting. I've never had that issue. Let's try to go up to your menu to see if you can do that. I've not had that issue before, but hit escape. Okay, Alt H. So it's your home that is giving you all that power. S to sort and filter. E, and it allows it there. Right? I don't know. Hit enter. But that's the reason why you need to know 2 ways to do it. Perfect. So I don't know why your applications key is not working, but that's the reason why we have your menu options. So what it literally did, so if you go to A now, you're going to see bib is moved to the top. No, go back to Alabama. Down arrow to your county. Okay. Versus it was Antigua before, but right arrow.
Okay. Okay, perfect. So it does change like the other row.
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. So I was like, that sounds awful. Like I don't want to keep on doing that.
Oh yeah. Oh no, that would be awful to only change one column and the rest of them were something else. No. So and I believe that's one of your questions. What was it, like one of your data questions? What was the third largest, whatever? Well, what you're going to do is instead of smallest to largest, you'd want to do largest to smallest. And of course, this would be called Illinois right here. So what you would do is you would go in, you would select out Illinois in your ginormous data sheet. And you'd hit Control Shift right arrow to select all of that, insert your pivot table, and you basically do the exact same thing that you did with Alabama. And then you're going to
Okay, thank you. That makes so much sense. So if I want to search for, hang on, I'm sorry. Can I go back into my data? So no, I don't want formatting tab. So let's say I want to go to the Illinois, but how do I get there quickly? Can I just
Control F? Control F to find.
Okay, now let me see if I can remember how to spell Illinois. Is it
I know, it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's ill. Think ill. I-Noi. N-O.
I-L-L-O-N-I-O-S?
No, Ill-I-Noi. Erase. So ill, I-N-O-I-S.
Okay.
So ill, no is. Okay?
Okay, got it.
No is. Hit escape and get out of your find and replace. Okay. Now you are in Illinois and you would shift down arrow until the end of your Illinois and hit right arrow to select all of your data, insert your pivot table, okay? and it's going to ask you, it's going to give you your lines, and it's going to say, do you want to make an existing? And remember, I just said, as soon as you insert your pivot table, you just hit enter on that, because you want to create a new sheet.
Can I try to do this one by myself? And then I have one more question before we go. Okay, so let me select this one.
Select Illinois, select Illinois, select Illinois, select Illinois, select Illinois, select Illinois, select Illinois.
You don't have to select all of them. There's a gazillion of them. Just pretend you did right now.
Awesome.
Select B599, Illinois AK 608, 6.50.
Okay, so then I want to go into all
I already
have
hit enter, because you know what it's going to do. It gives you the range, and it's going to put you in a new sheet.
Gotcha.
Just hit enter.
Sheet 7, Mac AV, copy of pivot table LSX.
Okay, so then I remember how to name my thing, so I'm not even going to do that right now because I have a more pressing question. So I want to go into F6.
Status bar toolbar, status ribbon, all followed by Y, JT, upper ribbon, pivot table tools, pivot table analyze tab, to switch pages, press Ctrl plus tab, all followed by Y, menu, pivot table submenu, to move related controls on this ribbon, use tab.
Okay, it's F6 twice. I just want you to remember it's F6 twice. You F6'd too many times.
Oh, I did. Okay, let me see.
Yep.
Leave menu, status bar toolbar,
Make sure you're actually.
activate, press enter.
No, hang on. Let me get back into my main thing.
Pivot table fields, type words to search for, edit, type of text.
Okay, here we go.
Twice. Okay, type a text. I heard it. Now F6 twice.
No, I think I'm on pivot table fields right now.
Insert tab. I don't think so.
Type words to search for, edit, type of text. Title is copy of pivot table LSX Excel, pivot table fields.
Yeah, I'm in pivot table fields. I'll just press escape twice though.
Yeah.
Okay, so I press escape a bunch of
Hotel,
times. Okay, so now I'm going to press
Now
F.
your pivot table closed, so you're going to have to hit your applications key and open pivot table, because that's going to happen.
Menu plus to move from items, press over down arrow key. Copy C. Paste special dot, start lookup L. Insert dot, delete dot, E. Clear contents N. Quick analysis available. Filter submenu E. Sort submenu O. Get data from table slash range. New comment M. New note N. Format cells dot, F. Pick from dash down list dot, A. Define name dot, A. Link check submenu.
Okay. It all disappeared. Hit escape. We're just going to get rid of this sheet.
Okay.
Yeah. And to delete your sheet, you need to know how to do it anyway. Alt H. D for delete, which we love. Down arrow to delete, or up arrow to delete sheet, or down arrow. Either one. Delete sheet. Yes. Okay. Yep. Enter. Yes. Okay, now just do it again and really pay attention. Once again, I think your JAWS is too fast for that.
Okay, so now I'm in the next sheet and I'm going to press F6. So I'm pressing F6 once. Sheet 8 tab. I'm pressing F6 again. Pivot table field.
Great. Now tab into your options.
So I want Illinois.
Absolutely. And I think you want your counties also. Okay, I'm going to do counties and population.
67,081. Checkbox unchecked.
Wait, what?
Oh, you know what? Oh. I think you only want to select Illinois, because you'll notice all your numbers are there, and you want your labels to come up.
Yeah. So
P for population. I want to see if it's down there anyway. But I don't think so.
What is it?
P for population. I don't think so. It just gives you the numbers.
Yeah.
I want you to check Adams and then down arrow. I'm pretty sure that's not the way you want to do it. I think you just want to select Illinois. But just check a few boxes. I want to see what it does. Yeah, just check.
67,081. Checkbox checked.
Oh, it did do it. Oh, wow. So you select Adams, and it selected all the counties in Adams, and sum of 60,000. Yeah. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I think that is it, all of it. Will you go ahead and Control Shift down arrow to go to your data? I want to see if it did select
2,676. Checkbox unchecked. Selected. Space.
all of it. Control Shift page down. Is that what I said? Control Shift page down?
You said Control Shift down arrow. Sorry.
I just want you to read your data sheet.
I'm not saying anything with Control page Shift down. Do I need to press Escape first?
You might, because you're in your pivot table fields. Yeah.
Row labels A3. No filter applied. Data selected range B599. Illinois AK 608. 6.50.
Yeah. Nope. Alexander Boone. Okay, now Control Shift page up.
Yeah, it did it.
It did. Well, that's really
I'm
weird.
confused now.
That's not as clear to me. But if you down arrow, you're going to see that every county that you selected did come up there, and it did put the sum total of it.
No labels, A3, no filter applied. Illinois A4, column 350th, sum of 67,081, B3, column header.
Okay, but it's setting it's not saying the labels. How do I?
Right. That's why you only want to select Illinois.
Oh,
Yeah, do it again. Delete this sheet.
okay.
Yeah, I think it's too confusing when you select all the data. I think you just need to select the sheet. I mean, okay, now just left arrow and unselect. Hit escape out of your format options and left arrow.
17,001, A599, contains data bar, R 0%.
Now right arrow and just select Illinois.
Hang on. I'm not.
Or right arrow, sorry, right arrow. Oh gosh, sorry. No, left arrow, Illinois.
A599.
I'm not.
Once. Right arrow once.
Illinois A599.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, you have nothing to be sorry about. I'm the one that's totally screwing you up. Shift down arrow, just select 5 of them.
Select Illinois E613.
Okay.
Yeah.
Select Illinois
Now, do a pivot table on that.
Even menus, even ribbons, create pivot table. Sheet 9, next, copy of pivot table, LSX.
Yep, F6 twice.
Sheet 9 tab, to switch page. Pivot table field, type words to search for edit, type in text. Illinois checkbox unchecked. More tables, button to activate, press space bar.
Yeah, it's, so check Illinois. I want to see what happens if you just check Illinois.
And then F6 back, right?
This is sucky. How did we do the first one so well? You're gonna have to listen to
So how we did the first one is I think it selected the column headers too.
I know, but it should have. No, it didn't. We had to select the column headers. Down arrow to more tables. I want to see what else it gives you. Space bar.
Create a new pivot table dialog. Create a new pivot table dialog. Yes button to activate, press space bar, Alt plus Y.
Try yes. Let's see what happens.
No labels, A3, no filter applied.
We have nothing to lose. And the thing is, you're going to save this. I mean, you're not going to save this. You're going to close it and not save it. That's how you don't bring in any of your goofs. No, delete the sheet. My brain not remembering. Yes.
So I'm wondering if, you know how you can kind of like select, you can select like the top and then you can go in down and select Illinois as well, I think, right? So would that be the way to do it?
Well, what I would actually do is I would select everything above Illinois and I would hide it. And then it would pull in all your labels. That's what I was trying to tell you.
Oh, okay. So,
yeah.
Oh, okay. I see. So you would select everything and then you would hide everything except Illinois?
Yeah, that's exactly right. So it pull in your table. So see, okay, for whatever reason, your sheet did not delete. Do you want to try that command one more time?
Okay, let's see.
Ribbon, home tab, to switch pages, press Ctrl+. Menu, leave menus, delete cells, Ctrl+, delete sheet, all followed by HDS.
Delete sheet.
Leave menus, leave ribbons, Microsoft Excel dialog, Microsoft Excel will permanently delete the sheet. We want to continue, delete button to activate.
Yeah, and space bar.
E599, Illinois,
Beautiful.
Illinois, select the range, E599.
Okay, so up arrow to Idaho.
Switch pages, press Ctrl+.
Okay, up arrow to
Idaho.
Idaho.
Out of your format options. Okay, up arrow to Idaho.
E598 contains conditional
Okay, and left arrow.
Washington, Idaho, 16,087, A598,
Now, I would, and you can, there's different ways to do this, but I would Control Shift right arrow and then up arrow, and then I would lift up my control and down arrow to unselect what I wanted. Make sense?
Wait, what? No, hang on.
I know. It will. Okay, so follow me, and you can do it different ways, but I'm going to show you how to do this. Control Shift right arrow to select to Idaho. Do not let go of your Control and Shift. Now I want you to hit up arrow. Perfect. Let up on your Control key. Continue to hold your Shift key. And
I see. And then unselect everything that I. Okay.
Right. And remember, no, we want that. We want our labels. Now let go. Oh, no. Unselect your labels. We're going to hide the data. Sorry. That's right.
Yeah.
Hold down your, sorry. Okay. Now, I think it's Control 9. I think Control 9 is hide. Try it. Control 9.
Okay, Control 9, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Control and 9. Did I do it? Woo!
Okay, Control Home.
First
I'm gonna write that down for you in your notes. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me write it down. Okay. Control 9 hides rows, and you'll know how to apply that. Now, down arrow to Illinois.
17,001, 590.
Right arrow.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
So now let's see here. So I want this. Okay, so I want this selected. And then I want.
And then, yeah.
Illinois.
Look, we'll pretend that's everything. Okay,
Yeah.
now insert your pivot table. Yep.
So now I can go into.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. Yep. And tab in here.
Yay! Okay.
Yeah. So that's how I do it, because it's just because then you can hide, unhide.
Yes. Okay, that makes sense. Let me see. Okay, so.
Yeah. Beautiful. State, county, population, excellent.
And let's
All
go
Alabama.
back.
Oh my gosh, so cool.
Wait, so do I press, shift F6 back, or do I press escape and then it's the same thing?
I would Control Space C to close my navigation box, but you can't. Yeah, but you can hit escape and you can hit Shift F6 twice. So you have options. But I like Control Space C. It keeps everything clean. Now, yeah, this is the way I would do it, because now all your rows. Now, what I want you to do, I want you to do a video of this, because Anna, there's no, and I don't have time to do all of these myself. And remember, you need to rename your sheet. Also, I'll put all these notes in your notes. Anyway, I would love for you to do a video of this, and you can send
Sure. Really quick question though, I'm so sorry, but like just really quick, because this is something I need to know for what I'm making.
Yeah.
So let's say instead of doing the sum, I want to do the average. How would I change it from sum to average?
It should be in your, let's see if it's in your analysis. Down arrow to Antigua. No, it's not. No, it's not. I know where it is. Hold on. I have to do it. You know how it goes. I've got to actually open it myself. Hold on. No, I know you can do average.
Wait just 1 second. We did, this is showing Alabama, but we wanted Illinois.
Hey, you're right. What happened? That is what? Control end. There's Illinois, up arrow. Go up to 612. Yep, up. Okay, so you're going to up arrow to Washington. So apparently it doesn't want to hide this, but you can hide it here.
So I can hide it here. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking as well. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yep, and you can just get rid of all that other crap.
But then would sorting work the same way if those cells are hidden?
It shouldn't. Hide it and let's see quickly. You should be able to sort those correctly. And Control Shift Home. Lift up on your controls. Get rid of Alabama. And then you could actually even, okay, I'm going to show you actually how to delete the cells, because you actually don't need this information here.
So I could just press delete, right?
Well, it will only delete the content. You want to delete the cells, okay? So applications key.
Well, okay, so isn't there also under Alt H, the first option is cells, right?
Yeah, so if you forget applications key, delete, because remember, you can delete your table. Actually, you're going to do Alt HD, and you're going to delete your rows, okay? Because right now, Illinois is showing up at like 599. So you don't want to delete content, so really be clear about that.
Delete sheet rows.
Oh, it's not allowing you to delete sheet rows. Why is it not deleting? Okay. Yeah, hit enter on delete cells, see what happens. And then Control Home. I don't think that's what we wanted, but we'll find out. Control Home.
Row
Oh,
list,
it is. It works perfectly.
column header.
Yeah, okay.
That works. Application, I would have been curious to see if delete rows would have worked. No, delete cell, that worked perfectly. So down arrow, so now Illinois literally is in number 4.
Yes, awesome. Okay, so then how would I change it from sum to average?
Okay, so let's go ahead and right arrow.
425, sum total,
And, okay, so F2 is edit mode. Do you know that?
Yes.
Okay, F2 edit mode.
425,528 before.
No, you need an up arrow. Oh, okay, you already know how to do that. Yeah, okay, down arrow.
425,528.
Remember, those are totals. The total is always at the top and the very bottom, so you need a down
Yes.
arrow.
So wait, what? What was it?
Down arrow. You need down arrow. I
I
know the formula for this, but there's got to be able to do it off the applications key also. But if there isn't, then we're going to have to do it off the formula. Go ahead and Control Shift down arrow, and then lift up on your Control and unselect. Applications key.
Menu copy to move right, press up down arrow C.
I want to see if average is here. Value field settings, pivot table options, show values as. Down arrow to show values as.
Format cells, number format, refresh R. Sort submenu S. Remove sum of total, summarize values as submenu M. Show values as submenu A.
Oh, I'm just drawing such a blank here. Oh no, we need the average. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do a formula on it. I've always done formulas, but I know there's gotta be a way to do it off of this.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna show you the formula and then I will play around with this
Equals
more.
average, right? So we would just change that formula on the bottom.
No, you would go to, well, I don't actually what you said did not sink in. So I'll say it in my own words. So on B3, you'd put average of total population. And then instead of grand total down there, you'd put average. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, hit escape. Let me show you how to do an average.
Select the range.
Okay, down arrow.
205,766.
B5 to B4.
7364. B6.
Now, what I'm curious is if the grand total will mess this up. So go down to 16, please. So I want a clean cell. I don't trust what's totally on that. Down. Down. Okay. Equals average, AVG.
Average.
No. Okay. Hold. You gotta have an E at the end of average.
And
And typically you don't have to. Okay. Now left parent. Okay. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna up arrow twice to Champagne. Because you don't have to write in your codes. You can do this with your arrow keys. Up arrow twice. Now, hold down your shift and up arrow until you hear 67081.
So the thing is it's not saying anything right now.
Okay, it might be a Zoom issue. So I just sit on your shift and up arrow 1, 2, 3. We'll just select 5 cells. Just, yeah. And then you're going to do right parent and then hit enter.
And B17.
And up arrow.
89,736.25.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I know there's got to be a way to do that someplace, but I'm used to writing my formulas. And let's face it, writing formulas is whipping easy.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Okay.
11:19 a.m.
I am sorry for keeping you so long, but I think I will just mess around with this a little bit more and then write out some notes.
Okay, so here's the question. Can you meet with me on Monday at 10 o'clock?
Yes.
Okay, because what I'm thinking is we're going to hit more of this. Okay, does that sound good?
That sounds wonderful. Monday at 10 o'clock, you say? Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. 'Cause the meeting's not until 1
And
o'clock.
so yeah, these lessons will replace for next week because typically it takes, because you're going to play with this, you're going to have more questions, and then I'll be able to fill that in. And we might even be able to do I could actually video you so you don't have to worry about that doing this also, because this is, yeah, you're probably the first blind kid to do this because, well, you did the research and people are like, oh no, it's too difficult, you can't do that, blah, blah, blah. It's not. It's all
Yeah,
accessible.
I knew it was accessible because my boyfriend, he's an accounting major and he uses JAWS with Excel. And so he was like, yeah, you just need to use F6. But I'm like, you're probably a better teacher than he is. So.
Oh, that's great. He's a jaw. Oh, fabulous. So he does he know how to do pivot tables?
Yes, he does.
Oh, Okay, then he's one of those advanced, well, then you're dating the right caliber of guy. He's got brains.
I know, he's wonderful.
Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh, bring him in. Have him do some videos so we can upload them to YouTube. Corral him in.
That's funny. Yeah, I'll ask him about it. He's an accounting major, so him and Excel are pretty good. And he took like a few Excel courses. So
Excellent. Okay, so just remember you need to rename your sheets. Don't just leave them sheet 1, sheet 2.
yes, and for that you go into Alt HO, and then like you go into R.
R, yeah. And if you forget, just remember Alt HO, and that's
yeah, and then you can just scroll down.
Yeah.
Awesome, thank you so much. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm gonna play around with this a little bit more, write out some instructions, and we can like answer my questions on Monday.
Yes, write them down. Open a Word document for questions for Denise, and we'll hit those. Yep.
Okay.
Excellent. Bye.
Bye. Let me get back to my
Inbox session macros with deep zoom. Zoom. Copy of pivot table. Sheet attachments left there. Inbox session macros. Meeting controls. Meeting controls. That meeting for all.